the basic BJJ path, what you need to be doing when you're rolling in jiu-jitsu class, whether you're white belt or black belt. Let's take a look. Hey guys, Coach Tom, I'm here with Reese. We're going to check out today what I would just call the basic BJJ path. I like to explain this to all of my students. If you come into my hometown academy in Adelaide, Australia, even if it's your first night of jiu-jitsu, if you want to roll, you can roll. So because of that, sometimes we get some newbies in and I'll just tell them the basics. But sometimes the biggest question I get is, oh, I don't know what to do. So I like to give them a basic go-to plan, and I'm going to show it to you right now. Stage what? Okay? Be on top. We can't always do that. So if someone was mounted on us, we've really screwed up. Okay? So to get to the top, I would have to secure a post, and then power with my hips to get his weight off of me, and then rotationally reverse him. Okay? That would be called an upro or bridge and roll. If we were on our knees or on our feet, it doesn't really matter. They both actually replicate each other quite well. Well, then we can go for takedowns here, okay, to get on top, all right? So just like a gridiron or a rugby tackle, for instance. We then have the opportunity of getting on top where we are in guard. So if we are to be on the bottom, we do ideally want to encapsulate them within our legs, especially as a beginner. This is a very reliable guard. From this position, we can submit them. But if you're in your first month of jiu-jitsu, unless this guy has less experience than you, you're not going to probably submit them from the guard. So try to reverse them. The two primary ways you're probably going to be able to achieve this on your first class is when he stands up, we grab his ankles, we drop our butt to the ground, and we put him on his back. From this position, we want to keep our L shape, come up and get up to our mount, okay? There's a million ways to do that technically, but the most important thing for you is just to get on top. If you get to the mount, fantastic. Your second way of attacking from the guard is usually a scissor sweep or a basic sweep. So from this position, I'm going to hip out until my knee is right in his floating rib. My other foot is on the ground. I'm going to bring him towards me as I control his post, and now I scissor my body as I throw him over, and here I am again on top. Once I'm on top, I want to get past his legs. His legs can look like a million different things. Go for an open guard, like spider guard or something. His legs could be elaborate. If you got a color belt doing this to you on your first night, you're probably not going to get past anyway, all right? We've got videos on how to deal with these guards. If he's in closed guard, okay? The first thing we're going to have to do is open the legs before we can even pass them. So to open someone's legs, especially if it's on your first night, guys, just stand up. You might get back swept, just like we demonstrated. But to minimize your chances, hold one of the guy's hands and then stand up on that same side. So I'm holding Reese's left arm, so my right foot is going to stand up, okay? So it's on the same side. So I stand up, 1, 2. Keep holding on to that wrist. And just push at his knees while you keep your knees relatively close together. Once you've broken this guard, 2 arms in, 2 arms out. Never 1 arm in, 1 arm out. So 2 arms out, I'm going to get low and put my thumb in his collar. Now I keep my feet where they are, I keep my head where it is, and I just rotate my chest just to slide by. Now I'm on top. In a perfect world, I would tell students to do a technical mounting procedure and get to the mount. And if you're in your first 3 months of jiu-jitsu, to me this is even better than a tap. Because if you are fighting, you want to be me, not him, once you start throwing these. So this is like as good as a tap, okay? But of course, if you do get to the mount, we can always upgrade our position, primarily if our opponent turns. So if they were to turn, I would want to try to take their back, always trying to secure 2 feet on the inside of his legs or hips with a seatbelt control over one side of his trapezius and under his armpit with our lower arm covering our top arm, okay? So there's the basic path. Now, of course, you could put this video in reverse and you could find out what it would be like from Reese's perspective. because if I had his back, he would first try to get out and at least maybe get back to mount, then maybe put me back into half guard or guard, then he'd try to get to the top, and then he'd be trying to pass my guard. So there's the basic path. It's only when we stumble on this path that we actually get submitted. But the movement along this path is the foundational deciding factor of 9 out of 10 jiu-jitsu roles in competitions or academies. There are points for doing all of that stuff, except escaping. In most competitions, no points for escaping, and submissions end the match. However, guys, there's the basic BJJ path. Get on top, some way, somehow. Stay safe doing it. Get past their legs. First, you may need to open their legs. Then, if you can get to mount, that's wonderful. I declare that almost like a victory. But if they try to get out, hold your balance and see if you can get onto their back. That is even more dominance. And there's the basic BJJ path. By that time, your 5-minute round's done, and you're probably ready to start learning some submissions. Take care, guys. I'm Coach Tom. Happy BJJ. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you loved it. For more free videos, click here. And if you'd like to get our free Footlock Masterclass, please click here. And if you'd like to help support me so I can help bring you high-level jiu-jitsu for free every day, please click here. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm Coach Tom. I'll see you next time.